I'm really rusty at this. I haven't done it in months. And even when I did it, I was rusty at it. But I'm home early today. I wasn't feeling good, but I feel better. My throat was killing me, but seems better. So, hi, Bella. So I thought I would, it's so funny because I was like, well, what the heck do I have to talk about? Really, not much because I'm in Grant's chat every day and I'm venting all the time with my 20,000 character posts. I really don't have too much to bitch and moan about, but I thought I would touch on a couple of things. For starters, I was watching this Karina Cooper trial. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Remember, it's me, so it's going to be all janky. But I wanted to see if I could pull up a chat window for the one or two people that come by in my spider web. So let's see. All right, so first you do that. I'm like so bad at this. It's not even funny. Well, it's a little funny. Okay. Not even funny. Well, it's a little funny. Okay, so you mute that. Okay. And then okay. I think that's right. No, see? What the heck is that? Look, it's doing like 5,000. See, that's why I never kept the live chat up before, because I can't figure out why it's trying to make 9,000. That's really weird. All right, let's see. Maybe if I pause the chat, that might work. But if I pause the chat and I go to this screen, yeah, that might work. Oh, but then if I do that, oh my God, this is so hard. Okay. So maybe, I know, if I detach this tab and I really should do this at like 3 o'clock in the morning and get all the bugs out, except for the fact that I would never get all the bugs out because every time you figure something out, there's new bugs. Okay, let's see. So isn't there a way to make this go away, but just keep the chat? Where's that slider? All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. So that should work. So, welcome to Crazy Town. Okay. Okay. So that works. So we can put that there. And then, to make that smaller, like that. Yeah, anyway, so I have not played these songs in so long, but yesterday I did. And by the way, I can't believe Grant has such a hard time figuring out that that is a play button. So many times he goes to play a song and he's like, there's no way to play it. Well, the button's right there. But sometimes the artwork hides it. Anyway, okay, so let's see. Okay, I'll play this song and I'll think of something to say when it's done. Here we go. Almost no good deed goes unpunished. Never really understood that saying before until that one night Karen Reed saw John almost walk through the Alberts. By the way, some of these songs, I made so many of them, and some of them are so dated, like because we lost, or I shouldn't say we lost, but because she was found not guilty, so many of the songs are just obsolete, and some of them, they're like so sure that she was going to be found guilty, so I, of course, never play those. But this one still, I think, applies, so let's finish it. Side door, yeah, almost
Then what followed that January night in 22, John's family and friends all got burned by you. They all came running when you called, treated you like a friend in need, didn't hesitate. But instead of being grateful, you began plotting your dirty deed. One by one, dropped them in your Shark Tank. Sat back and watched the frenzied feed. Now you're everywhere, brand new lies each day to tell. You claim you're living a nightmare, but from where I sit, all looks well. Folks sending cash and donating time, but while you're living large on everybody else's dime, without even a look back, you set the town ablaze. Left in the rubble were so many destroyed lives, but still you continue on your upward climb, with everyone around you taking nosedives. But your playbook was missing some pages. You ripped them out when our backs were turned. But the truth is slowly coming to light, with the facts of that night being learned. Now karma has a funny way of catching up at long last, that every action has its price to pay. You will not escape your past. So go on, just keep telling your story. Keep spreading your lies and hate. Karen, I promise it's coming back around for you. And when it does, it won't be too late. Karen and Carl sitting in a tree. La 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 la. HISSING.
Hey, that was Bella. Bella, go over there. Go over there, Bella.
Saw Karen give another interview today, comparing herself to that murderer OJ. So he's her new hero, but never mind him. She's got more in common with Charles Manson. He's the one I would equate her dark heart, barely able to tell those two villains apart. Spreading hate and poisoning minds were their decree, gathering followers to make their new family. They believe every word, even when the facts don't flow. It's like a light switch in their thinking, on and off is all they know. Charlie's story is old, but often told whenever people start to see another group of mindless fools lose their grip on reality. Karen's believers never ask why. Charlie's followers never question his big lie. Karen and Charlie on the outside are different as night is today, but under their exterior they are similar in every way. it's Karen with the Charles Manson curse. Round and round our villains go. When they'll stop, we don't know. History always repeats. Same old story with just different deeds. Hank is our savior, but evil might make him fail. If he does, there'll be karma just waiting to prevail. Karen and karma sitting in a tree, la la la, yeah. Karen, Nora, and Charlie, yeah. Nora and Charlie, yeah. In another time they'd be best friends. Best of friends, yeah, best of friends. Almost no good deed goes unpunished. Never really understood that saying before, until that one night Karen Reed saw John almost walk through the Albert side door. Yeah, almost. Then what followed that January night in 22, John's family and friends all got burned by you. They all came running when you called, treated you like a friend in need, didn't hesitate. But instead of being grateful, you began plotting your dirty deed. One by one, dropped them in your Shark Tank. Sat back and watched the frenzied feed. Now you're everywhere, brand new lies each day to tell. You claim you're living a nightmare, but from where I sit, all looks well. Folks sending cash and donating time, but while you're living large on everybody else's.
Bella, you are cracking me up. Hang on. I gotta situate her. Bella! It's so funny. Mwah. Okay. There you go. You can stay. Just don't knock everything over. Bella. All right, let's go back. Ready? Here we go.
This time, without even a look back, you set the town ablaze. Left in the rubble were so many destroyed lives, but still you continue on your upward climb, with everyone around you taking nosedives. But your playbook was missing some pages. You ripped them out when our backs were turned, but the truth is slowly coming to light, with the facts of that night being learned. Now karma has a funny way of catching up at long last, that every action has its price to pay. You will not escape your past. So go on, just keep telling your story. Keep spreading your lies and hate. Karen, I promise it's coming back around for you. And when it does, it won't be too late. Karen and karma sitting in a tree. La 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 la. HISSING.
Bella, go on the TV and I'll play your song. I wrote a song for Bella. Where is that? Bella, come on, go on the TV. Bella. Whoops. Here it is. So cute. Come on, Bella. Let's go.
Just another morning, something's not quite right. Where'd I put my scrunchie? Could've sworn it was here last night. Bella's paw prints on my dresser, white fur everywhere I see. Then I spot you in the corner, looking oh so innocently. My little rubber band thief, my little rubber band thief. Snow white fur and silent vibes, my little rubber band thief. My little thief, my little thief. Stretching out those toe beams, cauliflower Pete so cute. Never makes a single sound, but I know Bella's up to no good. Found your secret treasure pile behind the couch today. All my missing hair ties, that's where they always stay. My little rubber band thief, my little rubber band thief. Snow white fur and silent vibes, my little rubber band thief. That fluffy tail is swishing, the fluffiest I've seen. Such cute toes and expressions, Queen Bella, do you need anything? Fashion thing, making me late, okay, just one more kiss, so hard to go because you said I will miss. My little rubber band thief, my little rubber band thief. Snow white fur and silent vibes, my little rubber band thief. My little rubber band thief. Precious little thief.
Hey Bella, how come you're over there? You're always by the TV, and the one time that I want you to lay where you always lay, you want no part of it. Okay, we'll try again. What other song can we play? This is a good one. It's about Wendy, and here we go.
Wendy, tell me true, what's on your mind? When mama's locked away, how do you shine? Left your family crying while you cross state lines. Your boy Charlie's gone, doing his prison tour, all because you wanted Dan to pay the score. Now your brother lives behind an iron door. Any regrets? Miami to Austin, running far away, while your kids grow up without their father. Each day turned us all against him, one by one, played us like puppets till the deed was done. Now the family's destroyed, and you're the only one. to be? Why couldn't we stay in Tallahassee? The price you made them pay, you traded their bright future for your dark getaway. You didn't get the gun and you didn't pull the trigger. No, your hate was the weapon used. Just stood back and you lit the fuse. Oh yeah, you lit the fuse. Yeah, lit the fuse. Lit the fuse.
I need to make some more on Wendy and Donna, but I don't know. I'm not as motivated, but here's another one on Donna's case. It's pretty good.
I've been watching from my window, seeing things I shouldn't see. Yes, I've been watching from my window, seeing things I shouldn't see. When money talks in darkness, ain't nobody walking free. Storm clouds gather around that condo on the hill. Family plotting in the kitchen, signing death, warrants fit to kill. Sister's smile was cold as winter when she spoke about her man. She knew the price of freedom was all wrapped up in her plan. Sister didn't care about consequences, just get rid of Dan. Blood is thicker than the water, but green paper makes it thin. When family turns to strangers, where does justice begin? Brothers wearing prison denim, mama's heading for the stand. Brothers wearing prison denim, mama's heading for the stand. While sister's living her best life, why didn't they foresee her plan? Sometimes silence speaks the truth louder than a shout. Yes, silence speaks the truth louder than a shout.
What happened? Okay. Success. What? Hold on. Why did it do that? Try that again. It's never done that before.
When the rich folks scheme together, poor souls get carried out. The truth ain't in the courthouse, the truth ain't in their lives. The truth is in the silence, behind Wendy's silency eyes.
No, don't play the next one. I replay that one, I'm going to play this one, which is a really good one too. But it's kind of dated because she didn't get guilty verdict. But I'm still going to play it if I can find it. Oh my God. I'm so rusty at this. I used to be all over it. When the trial was on, I was playing them like crazy. Bam, bam, bam. And all the lyrics I had matched up and the album art. But now I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. But if you bear with me, I can find it. This is a good one. Even though she walked free.
Got myself in trouble one cold winter night. Vodka's bad decisions holding on to me tight. But my hashtags trending, comment sections lit. Millions of my supporters saying this don't fit. They're doing deep dives on Reddit threads. Conspiracy theories dancing in their heads. While I'm sitting pretty watching it all unfold. If they only knew what I haven't told. My defense squad's working overtime. All for free, posting proofs and alibis. All for me. My crowd screaming it's a witch hunt. Everyone's an internet sleuth. Yet they'll never know the truth. Got the whole world coming to my defense. While I'm brewing up trouble, it makes no sense. Every tweet's like, free her, and she's being framed. Internet detectives making me trending fame. Let me break it down, no joke, straight facts. My posse's so dumb the trains jumped the track. In the blizzard's fury, yeah, I lost control. But that ain't what attracted every troll. See, they think I'm innocent, trapped in this game. This witch's broom gonna be in Hall of Fame. My culture's bubbling over with all this trending teen. While all these fools are out there begging for me. Defense squads working overtime. All for free, posting proofs and alibis. All for me. My crowd screaming it's a witch hunt. But Michael Proctor knew I'm not really a witch. I'm just the C word that rhymes with hunt. Ooh, they'll never know. Oh, thanks for the support, besties. Keep those theories coming. And all those dollars too. My bill at the Omni is due soon.
Okay, but that wasn't the one I was looking for. And Michael Proctor, I don't know. I was really sympathetic to his cause. I even made a song for him, and it was so sad. And it really, because I thought that he got such a raw deal, just, you know, whatever. But now that it's all coming out, like, I think maybe he was a subpar trooper. But, yeah. Okay, so let's find the one I was looking for. Here it is. This is just like the first one, but this is in slow-mo, because when you make a AI song, you get different versions, and then you can tweak them, and then you can have it be fast or slow. So I like this one so much, I did slow version. So I'll play this one and then the fast version.
They say no good deed goes left unpunished. The living proof of that is Karen's fairy tale. Never understood that saying before until the night Karen Reed almost walked through the Albert's front door. And what followed that night in 22, when John's family and friends all got burned by you. They all came running when you called. began your dirty deed. You dropped them in a Shark Tank, and you smiled at the frenzy feed. Now you're everywhere, new lies each day to tell. You say you're in a nightmare, but from where I sit, all is well. Folks giving you their cash and time, while you're living large at that fancy hotel on everybody's dime. Without a look back, you set the town ablaze, and you ruined so many lives. But yet you continue to climb while everyone else dies. But your playbook was missing some pages. You tore them up when our backs were turned. But the truth has a way of surfacing, and the facts of that night learned. Now karma has a funny way of catching up at long last. That every action has its price to pay. You will not escape your past. So keep on telling your story. Keep on spreading your lies and hate. Karen, I promise it's coming back around for you. And I know I, for one, can't wait. Can't wait. Just can't wait.
Okay, that was the slow one. Now here's the same one, but I tweaked the words a little to make it more up-tempo.
Almost no good deed goes unpunished. Never really understood that saying before, until that one night Karen and Reed saw John almost walk through the Albert's side door. Yeah, almost. Then what followed that January night in 22, John's family and friends all got burned by you. They all came running when you called, treated you like a friend in need, didn't hesitate. But instead of being grateful, you began plotting your dirty deed. One by one, dropped them in your Shark Tank. Sat back and watched the frenzied feed. Now you're everywhere, brand new lies each day to tell. You claim you're living a nightmare, but from where I sit, all looks well. Folks sending cash and donating time. But while you're living large on everybody else's dime, without even a look back, you set the town ablaze. Left in the rubble were so many destroyed lives. But still you continue on your upward climb, with everyone around you taking nosedives. But your playbook was missing some pages. You ripped them out when our backs were turned. But the truth is slowly coming to light, with the facts of that night being learned. Now karma has a funny way of catching up at long last. That every action has its price to pay. You will not escape your past. So go on, just keep telling your story. Keep spreading your lies and hate. Karen, I promise it's coming back around for you. And when it does, it won't be too late.
when I used to play these songs every night, I used to be like, these are so good. But then I couldn't tell. Is it just because I made them? But I hear them even now, and it's like 6 months already. I'm like, these are so good. I don't know. Might be me, but it has to be me because so many times when I tried to share them, I could not get anybody to listen to them. And even people like my own mother would be like, I'll listen to it later. I'm like, okay, idiot. You would not understand. And so after like right when the trial was ending, I was like, I wonder why I think they're so great and nobody else does. I mean, there'd be a handful of people that would be like, oh my God, those are so great. But I put them on X. I put them everywhere. Every time anybody would even say something that reminded me of them, I would post it. And nobody would click on it. And I'm like, what is wrong with people? But I finally, like, I guess about 3 or 4 days before the trial ended, I was like, you know what it must be? It must be like when you have this baby and you think your baby is the most beautiful baby in the whole wide world, and people look at the baby and behind your back, they're like, oh, that baby is horrible looking. So that's what I kind of think it is. But I'm going to play another one that I think is so good. But this one I played yesterday for the first time in a long time. And it made me really sad because at the time I really thought Hank was going to land that plane. But that's not what happened. But I'm going to play it anyway, if I can find it. I might have... Oh, okay, here it is. But that's not the right cover art. So let's get the right cover art. I think it's right here. I think it's right at the beginning. No. Just go a couple, and if I can't find it, I'll give up. Because the album art, that's another thing. I worked really hard. I mean, not on all of them. Like, I didn't work too hard on this one. That was pretty easy. But a lot of them I had to tweak because it's all AI, and you have to try like 50 times to get one that you like. And then once I get one, oh, I'm going to play that too, but not right now. But yeah, so let's see if we can find Hank. Oh, come on. Now I'm determined, so I'll go to my page because I know it's on there somewhere. It's on my community page. How do you get to your community page? Oh my God, I'm so spastic. I've had this channel like 20 years and well, they keep changing how to navigate. I don't know how to get to my homepage. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Where is my page? Home. Well, let's go here. Here. Okay. So here's my home page. And then they went and they changed, this used to say community, but it doesn't anymore. And that's confusing too. But here, I know I have the art right here. That's me and my husband. Okay. See, okay, there it is. See, look at this. This was so great. I made this artwork for when I used to play the songs, but again, nobody liked them. Okay, here. So let's see, how do I, Well, I guess I'll just make it smaller. And you just have to, okay, there we go. Oh, how did it get so tiny? Oh my God. I could never. I watched Grant and I'm like, oh my God, how do you do so many things at once? And the second I go to do one thing, I'm like, okay. I can't do anything else. Did I just close that window? See, that's why that's why I say this. Never a grift, but always a mess, and I never disappoint. Okay. Let's get back to that piece of artwork. Because it's so good. Oh, I know where it is. It's on my X account. There we go. Let's try this. I cannot believe I'm going through all this just to have... Oh, kidding me? Alright. Come on, Hank. There we go. Here's Hank. Okay. So we'll make this the desktop for right now. There we go. Let's see. How's that look? Oh, but now it's too small. I will go with that. Okay. And we'll... Are you still here? Okay. Here we go. This is such a great song, but it's depressing because he failed so bad. Here we go.
Well, let me tell you about a man you want to thank. His name is Henry Brennan, but you can call him Hank. In the Denham courthouse every single day, fighting for right in a special way. Usually defends the other side, then the Commonwealth needed his help. He just had to comply. Karen sitting there with her high-priced crew, claiming the police got nothing true. Says they framed her, oh what a tale, but Hank can see right through that veil. Special prosecutor, that's his role. He is worth more than his weight in gold. Now listen here and listen up, what we got today. It's a battle between truth and what the others say. Karen's got her lawyers, 3 or 4, always pushing truth out the door. But Hank's got something they never seen, can play dirty while keeping it clean. Listen here and listen up, you will see. This is a lawyer with integrity. The other side carry on and put on a show, but this ain't Hank's first rodeo. Listen here and listen up, mark my word. Even though the truth got blurred, listen here and listen up, not to those noisy boys. Your Hank speaking in his gentle voice. Listen here and listen up, so easy to tell. The jury won't buy what Karen wants to sell. What Karen wants to sell. You'll see the difference when they brawl between those who stand and those who crawl. Hank's got backbone, steel in his spine, while Karen's side is all serpentine. In this high-profile mess they made, Hank will come to the O'Keefe's aid. In this old courthouse, walls have seen plenty of folk who ain't what they seem. So when you're wondering who to trust, when their fairy tales turn to dust, look for the one who stands up tall, even when his back's against the wall. That's our Hank, he's so trusting, but he ain't nobody's fool. He's smart, respectful, and so totally cool. Trial should be over by end of June. Maybe Harmonica Hank will play us all a tune.
All right, now here's a song I made because everybody started grifting so bad on that case. I made 2 of them, so we'll start with this one.
Well, there's a new kind of outlaw riding across the internet range. Got a laptop for a saddle and subscribers are their claim. They ain't got no real opinions, all they're after is cash and fame. Folks, now there are many YouTube desperados fighting for your hard-earned cash, but just to name a few, here are the best merch channels you need to avoid like the flu. Now there's Turtle Boy spreading lies and harassing everyone. Got a court battle of his own to win. But if you keep sending him that cash, he'll take it on the chin. And Emily Baker is in love with herself, But she does bring the receipts while she's racking up your money. So slick with her grift is she that it isn't even funny. You got brother counsel passing his yarmulke around for bucks. A religious man who would never lie.
Oh, shut
up. Attorney Melanie Little has got the devil in her eyes. You never know what's behind that ever-present smile. Gavin Fish and Politan got their hand out too. There's no limits to what these grifters will do. And yes, Lawyer Lee's riding right alongside them all. Really her too. She'll thank you to death till you got almost nothing left.
Oh, bless her heart.
Her sweet ways will convince you, will make you part with your money too. The lawyer, you know,
The best grifter for last.
just soaks you dry with that devilish grin. He will show compassion and care, but only if you hold the popular opinion. He acts like he needs more money, but Social Blade stats reveal with his day job earnings, his YouTube sponsors, and all of y'all's hard-earned dough, he's making bank like no one else with his folksy little YouTube show. And Karen Reed, the biggest bloodsucker of the bunch, hides behind her FKR fanatics and lets them all pay for her lunch. She'll leave the tip though, this lady's got class. Not exactly. But to those of us who know her shell game, she is as transparent as glass. Now folks, I've seen my share of gold rushes and all the souls it crushes, but this here is a new way. Super sticker, super chats, throw your hard-earned cash away. Buy our merch, buy our books, become a Patreon member today. 100 ways to waste your time and money, and would you know it, 100 ways to pay. So grab your laptop, lose your moral compass, and follow me tonight. The YouTube gold rush, lose your soul bite by bite. Yeah, digital desperados, chasing that online pay, digital outlaws.
Okay, well, I thought you were pulling my leg because I do not believe that there's a person on earth that never heard of Karen Reed. So when you were like, what's that? I was like, okay, you're just either being funny or you're a FKR supporter. But it doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome on this channel. Anyway, gonna play the other one. Are you gonna hang out a little bit, Steph, where you gotta go? Because if you got a few, I'm going to play you my favorite tunes, being that you got nothing else to do but listen for a change. Are you going to be here a few minutes? Okay. I will play you. Oh, well, first, you know, it's so hard getting Grant to sit still. First of all, like when I made him his own playlist right here, right? And he can't, he's like, well, I can't see how to play it, because he doesn't realize that's a play button right there. So if you ever see him and he's trying to play it and I'm not there, you just can show him that he just has to click on the thing and it turns into a play button, okay? But anyway, I made a song for him a few days ago. I sent it to him, but like I said, it's hard getting him to focus, but here's the song. You want to hear it? Where'd you go? Are you there? Well, I'll just play it. It's not one of my better ones because I'm not as motivated like I was with the KR case, but I'll play it anyway. Here we go. Yeah, I know. He's hard to pin down. And I noticed that when you try to tell him something, you better write in 2 sentences in 2 different posts, because if he'll only read half of it and it takes on a whole nother meaning. It sounds like you're complaining. Oh, it's hard. But okay, here we go.
Well, I stumbled on this channel one day. Grant Smith Ellis show from around Boston way. He smokes cigars and towel is his sign. He smokes cigars and towel is his sign. He cusses when excited, but he's never out of line. 'Cause we're towels, towels, soaking up the truth. Norfolk County corruption, yep, he's got the proof. Well, sort of. Doesn't matter if it's raining outside. Grant's towel umbrella will always keep us dry. Now towel trivia has become my favorite game, where stale old news meets the current burning flame. Court trials and conspiracies, old and new. Our community is fun, but we love to learn too. 'Cause we're towels, towels, soaking up the truth. From CIA to FBI, he's got the proof. Well, not exactly. Even when it's raining, no one can deny Grant's towel umbrella will always keep us dry. He brings so much joy to our YouTube stream. He's the smartest little towel we have ever seen, solving every story just like Sherlock Holmes. He makes other hosts look like garden gnomes. I'm a towel, you're a towel, and we're soaking up the truth. From Watergate to Russia, he's got the proof. Okay, maybe not. We're towels, towels, with our pride so strong, hanging with Grant Smith Ellis all the day long. Welcome to the Grant Smith Ellis Show. Hope you have nowhere else to go. We found a place for news, goodwill, and fun, where things never look bleak, because Grant always brings the sun. The tide always brings the sun.
Okay, so I made him like 3 songs. I made him the tribute song in a girl voice, in a man's voice, and then I made this theme song. And then I just included a couple of others, and I made him his own list, right? So I sent it to him by X. Wait, let me get to it. So I sent it to him on X, and I said, I made you your own playlist. So he sends me back, he says, can you just shorten it for just the regulars? Because he thought that he thought that those were all my tunes. I was like, no, they're just the top, like, the top 3 are towel tunes, and then there's one on Grifters, and those are my 2. Yeah, I guess I could shorten it now that I'm looking at it. But anyway. Wait, what? This is on the list? What does that mean? Oh no, this is on the list. I don't understand. What do you mean? Oh no, this is on the list. Yeah, that's the second song right here. And I made them really clear. Like, I know he doesn't want to play them all, and I get that. But I made them so clear. In other words, this is the best one ever, which before you go, you're going to listen to it. No, he's never heard it. No, because I got to tell you, I don't know. No, you're fine. I don't know if you notice, but I'm very pushy with these songs, right? Like all the time, I'm always like, play this one, do that. That is so not me. But I just think they're so great sometimes, like the trivia songs. But then when that whole thing happened with Vicky, oh my gosh, I took her out of it, because you know what she said to me? She said, after we had that whole riff, which was so stupid, if it wasn't Grant's show, I probably would never come back, just because she annoyed me so much. But I didn't want to make a whole thing, so I just got, okay, I'm going to go further back. Are you paying attention? I'm going to tell you the whole way it happened. Are you listening? because it was so stupid. Okay, so Dewdrops misunderstood when she said that thing about the lips, and she thought she was making a racial slur, and she got offended, and then whoever straightened it out, but it was too late, and Vicky was like, well, I'll just leave. And then Taterbug was like, yeah, I know you were kind of in it. But anyway, I wasn't even paying attention to the whole thing, but I just happened to scroll back. Well, yeah, but no, I was the one that straightened it out. Because as soon as Taterbug said, don't leave, she left. And so she had just sent me a message that morning, but she's a weird person because she sent me like 10 messages on my Bella video. She kept back and forth with me about I should send something to Grant or whatever. And I said, well, I don't want to bother him because I know he's always putting together his show and I didn't want to interrupt him. And she's like, well, I just sent him a link and I'm not interrupting him because he's not running the show today. And I said, no, I just meant in general. Well, anyway, I just don't feel that. I just think she's weird. So but I had all those links from when she was bugging me in the morning. So when she left in a huff like that, I felt bad. And I said, well, let me try texting her and inviting her back and telling her it was just a misunderstanding and we need her back in the trivia. And I was trying to be nice. Hold on one second. Okay. So I was trying to be nice and I said, please come back to the trivia. But she didn't come back. So then we played a trivia game later in the day and I invited her back again. I went back to that message and I was like, Vicky, come on, we're playing trivia. Come in. Well, she didn't come in. Okay, fine, whatever. So then the next couple of days, I made that song and then Grant played it. Well, I didn't know that she had been lurking, which is so weird. I mean, I understand some people do it, but I can't lurk. I'm either talking or I'm not in there. But anyway, so all of a sudden she says to me, I said, oh, Vicky, you're back. And I was kidding with her because we kid around. I was like, I was just about to take you out of my song as a joke. And she got very offended. And she was like, you're a piece of stale toast or some stupid thing. Yeah, I don't know what she meant by that, but it was really rude. And so I kind of ignored it. And then the next thing she goes, I should charge you for putting me in your song 2 times. And I just was like, ew. So I don't like her. I don't talk to her. I just keep her on ignore. And that's that. But the point is, I don't know how I got into that whole thing. It was about the songs. But yeah, so to answer your question, Grant has never heard the second one. I guess what I'll do is I'll just take all these off. Maybe that's a good idea. Let's do that. If I take them off, then when he sees the playlist, he'll see it's so much smaller and maybe it won't overwhelm him. So we'll do that. Okay, so let me just play you that last song if you got to go because it's my favorite. I actually have 2, and that's why I put them on here. I'll take them off later, but here, this is the best one. Are you listening? Yeah, I did see the thing with Dewdrops and her, because Dewdrops had told me that she doesn't, well, I don't want to say because this live, I sometimes leave them up, and if anybody comes, I don't want to be talking smack about nobody because it's too stupid. But you get the point. Okay, so, you ready to hear this one? This is the best one. I'm going to play you 2, and then if you need to go, you can go. But here, yeah. Well, I can kill this because it wasn't a really good live. Okay, I'll do that. I'll kill it. After I am done, I'll just delete it. It's not that good because I'm so rusty. Yeah, I'm going to just play you the 2. I'm so rusty. I didn't think I knew you then, but I used to, after the trial, every day, I would come here and I would just play my songs back to back to back. I wouldn't do hardly any talking. And now that I just tried to do a couple, I'm so rusty, but here we go. This is such a good one. In fact, and I'm not going to get fancy. I'll just play you the song. Ready? Here we go. And you got to read the words because they're so good. Okay, here we go.
Saw Karen give another interview today, comparing herself to that murderer OJ. So he's her new hero, but never mind him. She's got more in common with Charles Manson. He's the one I would equate her dark heart. Barely able to tell those two villains apart. Spreading hate and poison in minds were their decree. Gathering followers to make their new family. They believe every word, even when the facts don't flow. It's like a light switch in their thinking. On and off is all they know. Charlie's story is old, but often told whenever people start to see another group of mindless fools lose their grip on reality. Karen's believers never ask why. Charlie's followers never questioned his big lie. Karen and Charlie on the outside are different as night is today, but under their exterior they are similar in every way. Both convinced all their lies were truth, both set their followers on the loose. Both convinced everyone to drink their wine, both thought of themselves as so divine. Both blame people in power, and both got more evil by the hour. I'm not saying they're identical, but the comparison can be made. But for her it's gonna turn out worse. A privileged Karen with a Charles Manson curse. Round and round our villains go. When they'll stop, we don't know. History always repeats. Same old story with just different deeds. Hank is our savior, but evil might make him fail. If he does, there'll be karma just waiting to prevail. Karen and karma sitting in a tree, la la la, yeah. Karen, Nora, and Charlie, yeah. Nora and Charlie, yeah. In another time they'd be best friends. Best of friends, yeah, best of friends.
Okay, here, that advice. Are you talking about his theme song? Wait, hold on. I shut your chat. Are you talking about his theme song, the one that I played you first? Well, here we go. If you believe that strongly, you can do it. Here's the song. Copy link. I'm pasting it here. If it takes, I don't know. It should, because I am the... Okay, that's his song. That's it. Do you see it? Does it show it? Because I don't know if links come over in my own chat. Or I don't know if you can copy it. Click on it and see if it brings you to the Grant Smith Ellis Show theme song. Did you click? I really don't work that hard because I don't do anything else. I work. I'm about to retire. I'm 67, 68, whatever I am. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so you have that one. And then you are welcome to send that to him. He's at Grant Smith Ellis email, and you can just put, I was listening to Bossy's channel. She made you a theme song. You should play it, or whatever you want to say. But I am done trying to get that man's attention. I understand how busy he is, and I just feel like I'm being a pain in the butt, and I hate that. I hate hounding people. About 30 years ago, I got a job as a multi-level marketing salesperson. And the way people would avoid you when you were trying to call them back, I was like, I will never hound people again. And I really haven't, except with these songs. Sometimes I get a little pushy, but I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to play this last one, and then... Yeah, I DM'd him on X once, and you know what he said? I gotta show it to you. Do you have a second for me to show you this? Because it's just too funny. Are you ready? After I wrote it, I was like, damn, that was really a long post. Okay, watch this. This is funny. I was annoyed at the way he loves Sean so much, because I feel that Sean is like a danger. And so, who's in my messages? Okay, so here. So I sent Grant, see here, I sent Grant this thing where I explained to him, here's how you use the play button, but he's seen it, but he never replied. Okay, whatever. All right, so here's, see, after I sent him that playlist, he's like, you're the best. Could you make me a list in the old MTV Party to Go style? I did not know what that meant, and he never answered me. But anyway, okay. Look, I sent him this long post. I didn't even realize, look, there's Bella. I didn't even realize it was so long, but it when I wrote it, but it, you know, I wrote it like left to right. It was only like 6 lines, but then when it went to X, it was like 9,000 lines. But I was just telling him that, you know, I just thought that Sean was like a real hypocrite, and that when I said that I liked Kate Peters, he read me the riot act. I mean, Grant went off and was just telling me all these reasons why I shouldn't like Kate. So I said to him, I once mentioned one nice word about Kate Peters, and you read me the riot act for 20 minutes about what a bad person she is. So I'm hoping that you can reflect on your opinion of Sean. But I should have known better, because he'll never change his mind about anything. Well, anyway, my point is, after I sent him this, he didn't even read it. He said, look, I've been doing whippets all week. Can you just summarize it for me? So I was like, that's all right, I'm over it. And that's the last time I ever wrote him anything, because I'm like, he's too, and then I had sent him this. Did you ever read this by Anonymous Mass Lawyer? It was the whole Karen Reed case. He did a Substack on it, and he just summed up the whole case and why, you know, he summed up the whole case and why she was guilty, and it's really long. And so I sent it to Grant because I thought it was a good rabbit hole. But he was like, I hate Anonymous Mass Lawyer. So I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, that's my point. Never gonna, yeah, he's, okay, well, good. Well, you'll have a better, I'm the kind of person that I don't know. I hate to repeat myself, and if somebody's not understanding what I'm saying, I will go on and on 50 times to make them understand. And then I just get annoyed, and I'm like, I don't need to talk to that person. So anyway, okay. So I want to play you this last song, and then I will let you leave if you need to. Here we go. This is my second favoritist. This is so good because it sums up exactly, yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do with this one, once I sign off my live, I'm going to cancel the live so that we're not talking smack about no one. And then, yeah, maybe so. I'm going to just change this to be, whoops. I'm going to, see, it's got 10 songs right now. But, you know, I gave them the Wendy Adelson song and the Donna Adelson song because I know he's starting to cover that, and those songs are so great. Did you ever hear them? Watch if you say no, because I might force you to listen. Did you ever hear those two? Oh, I'm waiting for you to answer, and I don't even have the window up. Because I don't know who knows what. I don't know. If you heard it, you'd know. I'm going to play just a bar, and you tell me if you've heard it. It's so good.
Wendy, tell me true, what's on your mind? When mama's locked away, how do you shine? Left your family crying while you cross state lines. boy Charlie's gone, doing his prison tour. All because you wanted Dan to pay the score. Now your brother lives behind an iron door. Any regrets? Miami to Austin, running far away.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play that one that I really like. And by the way, you know, if you ever are bored, look at this. If you're ever bored, you can come here, but it's not as much fun if I'm not here, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. And this is the playlist to copy link. This is my playlist to all 30 some odd of my songs. That's the master playlist. Okay. Yes, I can tell. Okay. And then here, and I gave you his, right? Oh, you have that one song. Okay. So just listen to this because this, did you like that Charles Manson song? Is that not perfect? It's so perfect. Yeah, I know. I've learned what will make him go off. And honestly, did you ever see this video of him going off and Bella watching him go off? Watch this. This is a quick one. It is funny. He was so ranting. I don't know if you were in the chat there, but I made a video about it. Watch. Oh, it's a video. It's not a short. Yeah.
Sounds asleep or Bella is. Ready for this? Here we go.
Senator, federal prison, in my opinion, never let them. That's fucking horrifying. Just that one component of this is so fucking horrifying that it warrants all of them going into a federal prison and never coming out. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, not to mention the phone extraction, which, by the way, Jason Broyles was one of the first people to get. So Brian Tully, and just so folks understand, it's not just that Jason Broyles was never held accountable.
Just watch this one part.
Targeting children. It's that Brian Tully hand-leaked, hand-delivered a 15-year extraction of Lindsay's phone.
He goes crazy for Lindsay.
Pictures of Lindsay giving birth was completely unredacted except for, you guessed it, messages from Tully to Lindsay and from Kate.
That part interests Bella.
Why did Tully help Kate Peter in that way? Why are they working together? Why do they talk to each other all the time? Why does Kate talk to Lavina directly? And furthermore, why when Tully handed that 15-year extraction of Lindsay's phone to Aiden Kieran, did...
I'm just waiting for this one part because what Murder by Maestro said was so funny. Watch.
Used it to target Lindsay's children again. And it is the reason Broyles wasn't held accountable, not just that it was embarrassing that Brian Tully did this, but that they were trying to allow Broyles to keep
Bella,
doing it.
it's gonna get loud again.
Conspirators! Fucking charging fucking people!
Bella.
So he got really upset because, you know, and what I don't understand is how he gets more upset over, I think I lost you. Hold on. Where'd you go? Live. Pause. Okay, there you go. Okay, but what was so funny is he just like lost his mind, and then I was reading the comments and Maestro said R.I.P. keyboard because he knocked his keyboard on the floor. Wait, now I'm confused. Jimbo is Dewdrops? I still haven't found him. Is Jimbo Dewdrops? Oh. Yeah, I saw her yesterday. You know it doesn't take much to confuse me. But anyway, okay, I'm going to play that last one because I know you got to go. But if you're going to talk, let's see. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's, have you ever, okay. Do you go in Grant's chat, Jimbo? Because some people can't find it because it's weird. It doesn't come up. You have to type like his whole name. Oh, okay. Well, she's there every day. And she's on mine. And look, she's on mine every single morning. She comes and she looks at pictures of Bella. I mean, my videos of Bella. Yeah, I have millions of dewdrops. There she is. Okay, so let's go back to here. So, all right, I'm going to just play that one. Shadow band. I don't know what that means, but it sounds right. Okay. All right, you ready? Here we go. Gotta turn it up because it's good. Here we go.
Almost no good deed goes unpunished. Never really understood that saying before until that one night Karen Reed saw John. Almost walked through the Albert's side door. Yeah, almost. Then what followed that January night in 22, John's family and friends all got burned by you. They all came running when you called, treated you like a friend in need, didn't hesitate. But instead of being grateful, you began plotting your dirty deed. One by one, drop them in your Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Sat back and watched the frenzied feed. Now you're everywhere, brand new lies each day to tell. You claim you're living a nightmare, but from where I sit, all looks well. Folks sending cash and donating time, but while you're living large on everybody else's dime, without even a look back, you set the town ablaze. Left in the rubble were so many destroyed lives, but still you continue on your upward climb, with everyone around you taking nosedives. But your playbook was missing some pages. You ripped them out when our backs were turned. But the truth is slowly coming to light, with the facts of that night being learned. Now karma has a funny way of catching up at long last, that every action has its price to pay. You will not escape your past. So go on, just keep telling your story. Keep spreading your lies and hate. Karen, I promise it's coming back around for you. And when it does, it won't be too late. Karen and Carla sitting in a tree. La 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 la. HISSING.
Yeah, so that one's my favorite, and it's kind of timeless because it's not talking about how she's going to get a guilty verdict like she didn't get, which broke my heart, but anyway. Okay, so I think that's it. You got to go now? Because I got more. Yeah, it's the same one. Is there more than one Bossy Texas chick? Oh, no. I am not Bella's mom. I think I saw a name, Bella's mom, but that's not me. Yeah, I can play another. Are you kidding me? Let's find a good one. Oh, this one's good. Let's see. Hold on. They're all so good. I'll play you this one because this is still relevant. Here we go. Sad. And before I play it, this is Lady Justice speaking as if she's a living, breathing thing from inside the walls of the courthouse. Here we go.
I watched the courtroom battle today. Their heads held high but should have been bowed in shame. When down is up and night is day, what's there left to say? The details of that winter night still fresh in my mind, as the lies stack up and justice falls behind. High-priced lawyers weave quite the tale as truth's power becomes old and frail. The darkness creeps in through these marble walls, and bit by bit my purpose falls. I've stood here centuries before, watching games played on this floor, but never have I felt so slight as watching truth lose the fight. My scales are tipping out of sight. My sword grows heavy in this fight. My blindfold slips, I start to see there's more of you and less of me. The truth can only face defeat against high-priced lawyers' tales of woe. True stories can't compete when lying puts on such a show. Each statement bends reality, and truth fades into obscurity. Your story takes on a life of its own, with a version so false that no facts are known. Savvy people believe the loudest voice, even if truth is removed from their choice. Savvy people believe the loudest voice, even if truth is removed from their choice. Oh, my foundation crumble. I see it all dissolve away. My principles stumble as right wandering to break. The judge sits high while your lawyers go low. The gavel falls, the deed is done. Your perfect game is finally won. But this will become a hollow victory. The toll it will take you cannot see. For tall stories told in the dark are revealed in the light, and often quite stark. So for now you may walk out free as a bird, but Lady Justice will never forget what you've done to her. My skills are tipping out of sight. My sword grows heavy in this fight. My blindfold slips and now I see all of you and nothing left of me. What's left of me? R.I.P. What's left of me?
Okay, well, thanks for ruining that song for me, Jimbo, because it was always my favorite because I felt, see, it doesn't say anything about Disney. It says it's a ballad, piano-driven, ethereal, female vocals, because you can pick the kind of sound you wanted, so I picked that. But if it had said Disney, I would have been like, no. But yeah. But anyway, but now I'm kind of like, yeah, it does sound kind of Disney-ish, so I don't love it as much. But that's okay. The songs have no more shelf life, so it's cool. But let me see. The one I was going to play was, if if I can find it. Here we go. But this was when I thought she was being convicted, so it's not one of my favorites, but it's a good song. Here we go.
Karen, you keep on talking, but your words don't add up right. Subtract the lies and it's all there in plain sight. You can't keep your stories tight. Colors change every time, but truth is in black. Truth is in black and white. First you say you weren't there, then you say you were. Then you blame the whole world, causing quite a stir. You're thinking the real facts will lock you up, and the lies are gonna set you free. But it's just the opposite of that, girl, why can't you see? Hiding from truth is no way to live, and you're already feeling it, something had to give. It's because the more you talked, the more you gave away. Slowly the picture emerged of what happened that day. Karen, what do you think when you see the billboard? So many love John, but you're saying can't pass. Did you think he would just be ignored? Took 3 long years for the light to shine through, but finally the spotlight is moving off of you and back on to John, where it has always belonged. Because despite all the lies you told, you were never the one wrong. Get ready, Karen, because Hank's coming for you, and girl, it's not gonna be pretty. Maybe you should have thought of that before you brought your wrath down upon this city. Nothing left to say, all words have been spoken. Scattered hearts everywhere and spirits broken. You'll soon be going where you belong, because you talk too much and you stay too long.
I'm just going to say this before you go, that this song, it bothers me. I mean, I can deal with it all. You know, the cops screwed up the investigation, the town was tainted, the juries were, whatever. I could accept it all. But what I cannot accept, or what the hardest pill to swallow is that she talked so much, and I was so sure that that was going to be her undoing. I mean, what criminal defendant, or criminal might not be the right word now, but what defendant doesn't shut up? She talks so much, and she never told the same story twice, and I was so positive that that was going to be her undoing. And the fact that she did all that talking, and that Hank tried to present a case using her own words, and she totally walked away unscathed, and a million times. Do you know that just this time, almost 4 years ago, when things were going bad for her and John in Aruba and everything, 3.5 years ago, whenever it was, all she was an aging, angry woman. That's all she was. And a narcissist, an angry, aging narcissist. That's all she was, with a boyfriend that was trying to get rid of her. I know, I guess it didn't, but stop writing because I want to get this thought out and you're distracting me. Hang on. Right, right. So to me, the travesty is this. Okay. See, I am pushy. that she was nothing. She was an aging, narcissistic, cringy woman. That was trying to cheat with Brian Higgins. I mean, she was just disgusting. And then this happened, and it elevated her status into the ionosphere. And that is what is so wrong with this. That she could probably have her pick of not that I want to go with a movie star or anything, but I mean, it just is so wrong that she could probably be set up on a date with just about anybody because people believe that she's this iconic figure. And to think that just 3.5 years ago she was, it's hard to swallow. Okay, I'm depressed now. You can go. You can talk now. Hello. No, I'm kidding. I'm not depressed. But I'm just saying, like, that song right there is the one that I wrote when every time I turned around, she wouldn't stop talking. And by the way, I'm not going to play this one, but I'm going to show it to you because even before I knew Grant, I had made this song and I did the artwork and a picture popped up and I was like, that looks like Grant. Let me show it to you. It's so cute. I even included it in his, but of course he never played it. Pickle chips. Oh, I guess I didn't. Okay, hang on. It's going to take me just one more second. Yeah, because every single day she would give interviews. So here's the artwork. Look, you see that? Grant. Yeah, I have a lag. That's why you're always winning in the thingy. But I don't know if she'll be going down. But anyway, do you see that picture of Grant? Isn't that funny? Because before I hung out in the Grant chat, I always thought he was in love with Karen. But it turns out I think he's in love with Lindsay. And then I say in love, I just mean, you know, like have them on a pedestal. Yeah. So that was weird. So when I went into Grant's chat for the first time, because I used to listen to Grant when he was on Roberta's chat, but he was so hyper and I couldn't follow anything he was saying. And I just was like, who is this whack job? And then I didn't see him for a couple of months, and then I just happened in his chat that day that he had the Karen can, and I instantly fell in love with him. I was like, oh, I misjudged this guy. He's a kook, but he's pretty cool. So, okay. All right, well, I'm going to end my chat in a couple minutes, but I'm going to leave it up while I go inside. So, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you later, and I'll erase, I'll just delete the chat when it's done, so don't worry about that. Okay? Me too. Of course. Talk to you soon. Bye. I'm just play a song while I'm not here. In fact, I even have an intermission wallpaper. All right. Take care. Have a good afternoon.
Almost no good deed goes unpunished. Never really understood that saying before until that one night Karen Reed saw John almost walk through the Alberts side door. Yeah, almost. Then what followed that January night in 22? John's family and friends all got burned by you. They all came running when you called, treated you like a friend in need, didn't hesitate. But instead of being grateful, you began plotting your dirty deed. One by one, dropped them in your Shark Tank. Sat back and watched the frenzied feed. Now you're everywhere, brand new lies each day to tell. You claim you're living a nightmare, but from where I sit, all looks well. Folks sending cash and donating time, but while you're living large on everybody else's dime. Without even a look back, you set the town ablaze. Left in the rubble were so many destroyed lives, but still you continue on your upward climb, with everyone around you taking nosedives. But your playbook was missing some pages. You ripped them out when our backs were turned, but the truth is slowly coming to light, with the facts of that night being learned. Now karma has a funny way of catching up at long last, that every action has its price to pay. You will not escape your past. So go on, just keep telling your story. Keep spreading your lies and hate. Care, and I promise it's coming back around for you. And when it does, it won't be too late. Karen and Carl sitting in a tree. La 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 la. HISSING. Saw Karen give another interview today, comparing herself to that murderer OJ. So he's her new hero, but never mind him. She's got more in common with Charles Manson. He's the one I would equate her dark heart, barely able to tell those two villains apart. Spreading hate and poisoning minds were their decree, gathering followers to make their new family. They believe every word, even when the facts don't flow. It's like a light switch in their thinking, on and off is all they know. Charlie's story is old, but often told whenever people start to see another group of mindless fools lose their grip on reality. Karen's believers never ask why. Charlie's followers never question his big lie. Karen and Charlie on the outside are different as night is today, but under their exterior they are similar in every way. Both convinced all their lies were truth, both set their followers on the loose, both convinced everyone to drink their wine, both thought of themselves as so divine. Both blame people in power, and both got more evil by the hour. I'm Karen with the Charles Manson curse. Round and round our villains go. When they'll stop, we don't know. History always repeats. Same old story with just different deeds. Hank is our savior, but evil might make him fail. If he does, there'll be karma just waiting to prevail. Karen and Karma sitting in a tree, la la la, yeah. Karen, Nora, and Charlie, yeah. Nora and Charlie, yeah. In another time they'd be best friends. Best of friends, yeah, best of friends.